Heartache is physical, it's emotional, it's mental, it's spiritual. How do we acknowledge the pain of a heartbreak, a rejection, a breakup, and move through it?
Happy Monday, everyone. It's Sophie.
And a D.
We're always looking for new ways to support you, and we know firsthand how life can get in the way.
So we've created 5-minute episodes with motivation from us and our great friends to keep you feeling ignited and inspired no matter what life throws at you.
Welcome to the Ignited Motivation Podcast. Mini episodes every Monday.
Listen while you brush your teeth.
Or on your morning walk.
And you'll never miss out on the latest tips and tricks that are keeping us feeling motivated.
Hi, friend. I'm Kat Harris. I am a dating coach, speaker, host of the Refined Collective podcast, and author of the book Sexless in the City. And you are listening to Ignited Motivation. It was a random Tuesday afternoon, and I was in Manhattan for back-to-back meetings that day, and I had a tiny break in between my last meeting and my yoga class, and so I decided to go to his place. I take the subway downtown, and I knock on his apartment door, and he opens, and in an instant, I knew something was off. And before even stepping into his apartment, he said, "It's over. I can't do this anymore." And I just stood there kind of dumbfounded with my yoga mat over my shoulder, and he hugged me, and there wasn't really much to say, and closed the door, and there I was just standing outside of his apartment, dumbfounded at this sharp turn of emotions, this experience of, in one moment, up until this point, I had been blissfully happy. The sky was bluer, the music was richer, the food tasted better. And then in a moment, the grief and pain of heartache was thrown on my back like a bag of bricks. So I leave his house and make my way uptown for my yoga class. And I do what happens often in New York. I became the girl who had quiet tears just dripping down her cheeks on the subway in front of the throngs and throngs of people. Heartache is physical, it's emotional, it's mental, it's spiritual. How do we acknowledge the pain of a heartbreak, a rejection, a breakup, and move through it? We don't like to feel, right? Like, feeling sucks. Discomfort sucks. And yet the only way through it, the only way to the other side is to move through it. The pain of breakups run deep and it's real. So today, I just want to take a few minutes to unpack some healthy ways to move through heartbreak, rejection, and breakups. Number one, I think this is maybe the most important, is give yourself permission to feel. Man, I dated a guy in my 20s and we were never quote unquote official. And so when things ended, I felt like I didn't have the right to grieve because I thought, well, we were never official. We were never online official, Facebook official, Instagram official. So I have no right to feel sad. But pain is pain is pain. Regardless how long you were with someone, it could have been a magical 2 days and 6 months later you still have hurt. That's okay. Give yourself permission to feel the feelings. Let them come to the surface. Feel them so you can heal them. And then number two, give yourself time and space to reflect. Every opportunity is an opportunity to grow if we choose it to be. Every moment is our teacher. I love Rumi, the poet. He says, like in his poem, The Guest House, he says that everything is a guide sent from above. So ask yourself, what are you grateful for from this relationship? What can you learn from this relationship? What do you want to take with you? And how do you want to shift? What are ways that you can grow? Number three, be kind to yourself. Oh my gosh, in our digital age, it can be really hard to get over someone if you're still talking, if you're following them on Facebook, if you're following them on TikTok, on Snapchat, on Instagram. I am a big fan of a clean break. If it is over and done with, give yourself a period of time where you are not seeing what they're posting online. It's not weak to block someone or unfollow them when you're trying to move on. It's actually a kindness. So be kind to yourself. Give yourself an opportunity to have a clean break, whether that's taking their phone number out of your phone or unfollowing them on social or muting their posts. It's not weakness, it's a kindness. Number 4, closure. Closure can be really tough, especially if you feel like that person isn't giving you the answers you want or they're not willing to have a conversation. So something that I have practiced many times in the past is to write a letter to my ex or the person that has just hurt me and write anything and everything that I want to say. Get it all out there. This is how you hurt me. This is why I'm upset. This is how I wish things would have gone. Write it out and then don't send it. Sit on it for maybe a couple of days, maybe a week, and then write yourself a letter back from that person. And write everything that you want to hear from them, everything that you wish they would say. Write it down and give yourself the closure that you're looking for. It's powerful. A few more. Number 5, remember that healing is not linear. Healing in life and growth typically looks like the game Chutes and Ladders. It's 2 steps forward, a couple hops and jumps and skips, a couple steps backwards, and another step forward. It might take a while, and no one can tell you how long it could take. It could take you 1 week to get over someone. It could take you 2 years. Give yourself time to go through the process that is not linear. Next, create space. Give yourself space in your life. Even if you create an hour date on Thursday night for yourself. Okay, this is the hour that I'm going to grieve. I'm going to give myself space to grieve. I'm going to give myself time to process, whether that's processing one-on-one, alone with others. And also in your grief and heartache, make sure to create space to play. You can be both sad and happy at the same time. What are things that bring you life? Do those things even in this process. And finally, reach out for support. You do not have to be in the abyss of grief and heartache and rejection and breakup world alone. Invite healthy, safe people to walk with you through this season. You are not alone. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. Man, heartbreak is real. It's human. We've all had it. Let's be gracious with ourselves and each other as we move through it. Feel free to find me, DM me, slide into my world at The Refined Woman on Instagram. That's also my website. I have a weekly podcast called The Refined Collective, and my book, Sexless in the City, is sold anywhere books are sold, from Amazon to Kindle to Audible to Barnes & Noble. And have a wonderful day.
You just listened to the Ignited Motivation Podcast.
Did you love the mini dose of motivation? Please let us know. Your feedback and experience is our #1 motivator. Leave us a review, subscribe, and share with your favorite people on your favorite apps. And don't forget to catch the next episode every Monday.
Because we want to hear from you. So join the conversation and discover bonus content on our website and Instagram. You can find the links in the show notes. Now that you're ignited, what are you motivated to take on?